Hey, what's up, Virgo, and welcome to the channel. It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. How's it going? So guys, I like to jump right into my reading, okay, because that's just my style. So I'm going to introduce this reading. I've never done it before. It's called The Mother Wound. I have time in my schedule to do like a bonus read that is completely different than any other reading that I typically do, like my scheduled reads. And I came across this one when I was researching tarot card spreads, and I think it was really important to clear karma from your maternal bloodline. And this, it's going to be helpful regardless of your relationship with your mother. You know, people lose their parents. People might not know their parents. You know what I mean? Maybe you just don't get along with your mother or whatever. You might have a great relationship with your mother, but there's always, I find in any relationship, there's going to be some sort of unresolved pain. So that's what this is going to look at, and hopefully allow you to release that so that you can reach your greatest potential. Because it's very difficult to feel whole while you're nursing this wound. So this is why I wanted to do this reading, to just really give you guys some closure and understanding. So I'm using the Good Tarot, and I'm going to focus on the first question now as I'm shuffling. And it's actually going to be a message from your maternal grandmother. And again, this is regardless if you knew your grandmother, you know, whether she is still alive or deceased. We're looking at the spirit and energy related to your maternal bloodline. So let's have a message from your maternal grandmother here. This is a great card, you guys. So I have the Three of Earth here. So this is basically the card of alchemy. And if you guys haven't read The Alchemist, and there could be an audiobook out or whatever, you may really want to check it out. Will Smith really credits reading the book The Alchemist with his success. It made him look at things completely differently. So your maternal grandmother is coming in and saying to you right now, your life could be anything that you want it to be. Everybody was given a talent, a gift, and it's your journey in life to find what that is, and then it's your mission to give it away, you know. And once you start sharing that, this is when your greatest success is going to come into you, your greatest abundance, your greatest joy. So many of you could not know what that is right now, or you could know what it is, but you could be like blocked by fear or something like that, or just not knowing. But your maternal grandmother is in a position right now where she's saying, okay, it's time for you to start tapping into those gifts and talents and use them to your own best advantage. And I'm really seeing the word alchemy over and over again. And sometimes YouTube does the audiobook of the book. So if you're not a reader, maybe you could just have it on in the background and listen to it a little bit, because I'm seeing that alchemy is really powerful for you right now. So let's see, what lesson do I have to learn because of my mother? So we have the Hanged Man here. So your mother is saying, you know, or maybe you saw things that were decided differently, or I'm just seeing where maybe she had a different perspective on things than other people did, or maybe she like looked at things on scales of gray rather than black and white, and sort of understood things on a holistic thing, or she was able to persuade people to look at things from her point of view. And this is a real gift, you know. It can help you look at things with more of an empathy than if you're always coming at things from a hard line from your own understanding. So I think this is going to be a really integral to your success as you move forward, because your maternal grandmother is saying, okay, now's the time to power up. But do you need to change the way that you look at things in order to make that successful for yourself? And that might be something that you didn't understand as you were growing up. And to some people, it can look like when people think different ways, right? So if you have one way of looking at something, You might consider other people weak if they don't agree with you, but it's not a weakness, it's a strength, because then you understand the people around you and how to communicate with them better. So it's something that could really be a benefit to you as you move forward, to sort of change the perspective and look at how other people are thinking or how they might receive your message. So really tune into that, you guys. So let's see a message from the higher angels here. So you guys have the card of alchemy from your maternal grandmother, and then you have the transformation card as the message from the angels. So you really do have, in this moment, you know, an ability to take your life to the next level and transform it to basically your dream life right now. And it looks like if you just follow a couple of different, like, you're only basically a couple of decisions away from leading your dream life. So sit back and think about that, and sit back and look at how other people, maybe in the same field of interest that you're showing interest for. I know that was, anyway, you might understand how to better move forward and transform your life. You know, are you exactly where you want to be right now? And how do you get there? It might take a different level of understanding. Hold on for 1 second. But anyway, so the energies are around you saying this is your time. Like, this is it. Like, you know, let's look at the best quality I inherited from my mother. So we have the messenger of air. So it's like being able to listen to messages from unseen sources. You know, the way that this messenger is really sort of leaning back with eyes closed and trusting spirit. Like, I don't know what your relationship is with spirituality or if you have one, but you're always being guided. The universe is always giving you clues. So your mother may have been really tuned into the flow of abundance, the flow of the universe, or just had really good intuition. You know, and you might have thought sometimes, like, how did my mother know that? You know, she could have caught you out as she could have caught you out as a child doing something, or she could have guessed what you were thinking, and maybe she was a clairvoyant, you know. So you have this ability in you too, and sometimes you just need to silence your mind and close your eyes and tap into that. And if you don't know how to do that, all you have to do is start trying. There's no wrong way to do it. Just close your eyes, put yourself in a quiet place. But it looks like, whether you knew it or not, your mother had this ability. And this is something that everybody has. It's just people fine-tune it to different varying degrees. So this is an amazing quality, and it could help you on your journey of alchemy and transformation. So the next card is going to look at what is the worst quality I inherited from my mother. And this is the 5 of fire, you guys. So this is like announcing things at the wrong time. You know, it's being excited about things and not really being present and involved with divine and for perfect timing, and just saying things out of tune, out of step. So it's all fine and dandy to be tuned into people and, you know, have your plan and pursuing your dreams and everything. But if you're not tuned into divine and perfect timing, like, timing is everything, right? Timing is everything. So you're going to have to try and capture that a little bit better, and lean back and listen to your guides and listen to your gut about when to open your mouth and when to act and when not to, you know, because sometimes you can just shatter the dream, and sometimes you can expand the ceiling to no ceiling. So understand that your guides will let you know when to say something and when to act, and follow your gut. So, and this might not have been done by your mother. You know, she could have created a lot of mess, I want to say, you know, by saying things at the wrong time and upsetting people. And that was maybe because she had, you know, sort of everybody's best intentions at heart, but really, really lacked a sense of timing. Do you know what I mean? So let's see, what did my mother hope for me? She's got the 7 of earth here. So she really wanted you to have this great, grand scheme of a life, you know, on a grand scale. to be able to take everything that you've got here with the Three of Pentacles and really plant the seeds and move forward and really be able to communicate with your spirit guides in order to get there. Because I really do see that she understands that listening to your guides and your higher self is the way to get to where you want to be. I mean, if you look at some really successful people and they do these meditations, and it's so that they can tap into the universal consciousness, they're doing it for a reason, because they receive guidance, right? So your mother wants you to be able to take advantage of that knowledge, to be able to plant the seeds for you to get to your ultimate level of success in your lifetime. So what did your mother have to sacrifice for you? We've got the High Priestess. So it's like I'm seeing here, like her abilities could have maybe taken a bit of a hit, you know, when she had children. It's very interesting, and I've seen something like this kind of in a movie where, you know, either the powers go up or the powers go down. But I'm seeing here that in order to give you a little bit of like the ability of knowing, and I think some of you maybe have had flashes, and it might scare you a little bit, where you might be able to dream what is going to happen next, or you are in a conversation and you know exactly what somebody is going to say next, and then you're like, wow, you know. So I think you have a bit of a glimmer of the absolute power that you have available to you. And my head is spinning right now because I'm getting the sense that some of your heads are spinning. But that came from your mother, and that was a gift from her, and she sort of infused that to you, but it took it away from her a little bit, and she gladly did that, you know, because she still has plenty left, but it ebbed her down a little bit. And I think that might be why she didn't have the best timing out of everything, because she lost that sense a little bit. And she's not upset about it. She really just wants you to be able to soar, you know, and she'd rather clip her own wings than have you not be able to fly. My head is still spinning from this card. And she really just wants you to be independent and strong and face forward and know that you have more ability than you ever dreamed possible. So I'm going to look at what lesson did my mother learn because of me. We've got the Two of Fire. So this is a beautiful card. And just, you know, she learned that the road changes, but it never ends. You know, I think there's maybe a couple times in your mother's life where she maybe wanted to give up, where she could have possibly felt like she was making a great big disaster out of everything, and sometimes she felt a little bit sad or whatever. I'm seeing that the road that your mother traveled may have been a particularly difficult one, but she never gave up, and it's because she sees the sun shining from you, and she wants to see what you're able to do with your life. And this is, you know, if she's deceased, like, she's watching you. You know, if something happened and you were separated at birth for whatever reason, she always wanted the best for you. And for those of you that were in a situation where your mother was not able to keep you, and she like adopted you into the care of another family or what have you, she always wanted the best for you. And this is something that probably knocked her down to her knees for a long time, because it wasn't an easy decision. Your mother always had your best interest at heart, you guys. But she learned to keep on walking the road. And like, you were basically that light, that shining light ahead of her, and her heart follows you, and it always will. And you brought her incredible strength that she never knew she had. So I think you guys are still on your journey of trying to understand each other a little bit, but your mother gave you a great power. And your maternal bloodline and the angels are saying now's the time to start tapping into it and using it to your highest advantage. Okay. All right. So that's all I'm getting right now, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. So I'll see you back here another time. Take care. Bye.